Before they run down the hill at Clemson, they touch Howard's rock. Only if they're ready to go, because if they're not, as Frank Howard himself said, keep your stinking hands off my rock. Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina, home to the Tigers. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team who is rested and ready, coming off a bye, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the cover. Down the return man. The offense lining up for a first down play. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. They didn't give him much on the return, but they are in prime scoring position at the 22.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wolverines!
Number 23 with the carry.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Barnes. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. This has been a staple of the offense at Clemson. Get those big receivers, let them make plays downfield, and it's been very effective over the years.
Yeah, and good quarterback play obviously helps, but when you got good matchups on the outside, it kind of makes the defense very predictable. Like, I got to give help. Okay, it helps my running game. You don't give help. Okay, I'm throwing to my freak out wide. So I think these guys on the outside with all that speed definitely are a problem for defenses.
They'll throw it on first down. A little release to the back. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Tackled immediately after the catch. Clemson is quick to the line. He wants to pass it on second down. Looking deep. Got it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. A first down run on the doorstep. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Third and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, here's an interesting decision. It's early in the game. Do you want to be aggressive and try to seize momentum and go for this? Or do you just...
They fake it. They fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. And the pass is incomplete off the fake field goal, and sometimes you just outsmart yourself. Boy, you look smart when it works out, but when it goes awry, you are left to second-guess yourself. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quick pass on the fly motion. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Got it in the middle, it's Parker. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Trying to show their strength with the run on fourth down. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
You cannot make a bigger statement on offense than your head coach deciding to go for it on fourth down, deep in your own end, early in the game, and they get it somehow running the football. Wow.
They'll ride the hot hand. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter.
Clemson, 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Breaks the tackle. Running to Green. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. The defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of this.
And he makes the catch inside the 20. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. DBs locked up tight on the receivers. They'll go back to the ground. Fights his way ahead. They get him down after a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 12. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They give it to him again. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
And just a great job on the defense on the snap, right? That's your job. Be scout up front, stuffing the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Gets it out quickly. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. its first timeout of the half. Line gets set, first down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Showing the arm strength to the left. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Clemson jumps to the line.
And he had to go a long way to reel that ball in. He started off way on the right, crossed the entire defense, made the catch on the other side of the field. There's an example of how this offense can really attack every corner of the football field.
He wants to throw. Fires into traffic. It's picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, the offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Grease. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
And the returner is stopped. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
That had to be a coverage bust because there's no way one of the best receivers in the country was that wide open. Somebody on defense wasn't where they were supposed to be. They had their eyes in the wrong place. That should not happen ever.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's right on target. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. They get to the line quickly.
It's another 1st down for the offense.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Clemson is quick to the line. Quarterback checking off. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Quick strike complete.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They keep attacking through the air. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
Timeout, Michigan.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense set for a first down play. Looking to throw, it's Reese. He makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on second down. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Might be looking to run. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practice this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations. So I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal to tack on before the half.
Showing the arm strength down the left side. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you've got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them, so I would keep taking deep shots.
Lets it fly. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Michigan, Clemson, 0.
Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. Coming out with it, it's Marshall. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Off play action on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Got room at the 35. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. after the strong run on second down. Third down coming. Do they do it again? Back to throw. It's Reese. Blasted as he lets it go. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Direct snap. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll get rid of it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They'll run it on first and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Michigan 21, Clemson 0.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. They'll throw it on first down. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet.